Hey, good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us today. I am here with Tiffany Williams, and she is a professional organizer, and she specializes in a really interesting topic that I know you guys have brought up on a multiplicity of occasions. It's a frustrating topic because there's a lot of misunderstanding about it, and that's ADHD and clutter. And
Mhm.
so we're going to have that conversation and we're going to unpack some of the frustrations that we run into. One thing I know for sure is that with Tiffany's expertise, we're going to start looking at the world a tiny bit differently than maybe we did earlier today. So please help me welcome Tiffany Williams.
Thank you. Hi, everybody.
And then we have a comment here from Alice. And Alice says, I was diagnosed as an adult with ADHD, but since my daughter died almost 2 years ago, it's way worse. We both had hoarding tendencies. I'm almost non functional when I'm home. There are too many triggers.
Mhm.
And I want to stop for just a second and say, Alice, I'm really sorry for your loss. That's a really difficult thing to go through. And there are times where stopping and just having that realization in that moment is helpful to realize that there are too many triggers and not try to tackle it all at once.
I agree. And may I suggest, if I could,
Yes, please.
sometimes for me as an organizer, I try to deal holistically, right? And if we need to make sure that you're maintaining self care and setting aside time to take care of yourself and eat and sleep and do social activities that bring you joy, exercise, those sort of things. If we're not able to take care of that, then we're not going to be able to make your closet look really beautiful. And
Mhm.
so allow yourself some grace. That necessarily doesn't have to happen right now. Sometimes when I have clients that are really struggling, I will suggest the book How to Keep House While Drowning,
Mm,
which may be a great resource that gives also some grace that it's okay if you're going through a hard time, that you should not be expecting yourself to be managing all the things in the way that you would have done before. I had a client that had some really difficult sentimental items, and we put it in the ouch box. She labeled the box ouch. And we knew that was not a box that we could address right now. And later, after maybe some counseling, after maybe some grief support, after feeling better about the overall situation and having some time and distance, then she would know that she could address the box or the ouch area, if you will, which I thought was amazing that she came up with that. So just know that it's okay. We can leave those really triggering sentimental items for another day and work on taking care of ourselves and the grief and the situation that we're in right now.
And I appreciate you bringing up the fact of self care.
Mhm.
And I want to highlight one thing while we're still on that topic before it sneaks away from us.
Yeah.
There are lots of things that we can get help from. We can hire somebody like Tiffany and get help with walking through the different elements of our organization. But there are three things that we cannot outsource and we cannot hire someone else to do for us. And one of them is sleeping.
Mhm.
And the other one is exercise, and the other one is the nutrition that we put in our bodies.
Mhm.
We can hire someone to cook for us, and we can certainly buy food and we can have DoorDash bring it to us. But as far as the nutritional benefits, we
Mhm.
ourselves are responsible for that. And one of the things that I heard Tiffany say, and this is a really important thing that I want to hang on for just a second, in order for us to be able to work through the grief or work through processing stuff in our homes and getting organized and all those other things, in order to be able to do that, we
Mhm.
do have to take care of us first.
It's true.
And we call it mom syndrome, where moms take care of everybody else first. They take
Mhm.
care of the spouse, they take care of the kids, they take care of the neighbors, they take care of the friends' kids, the kids' friends and neighbors. They take care of everybody else first, and then they put themselves last because they are just, I'll take care of me later. Let me just make sure everyone else is good. But we have to take care of ourselves first in order then to be able to take care of other people. And
It's true.
before we do all the hoarding issues or the decluttering issues, I just really want to focus on the fact that self care is paramount to everything.
I fully support and 100% agree. And if that's where you're at, then if those are the most basic things that you can take care of during the day, especially now that it's wintertime and a lot of clients are affected with seasonal affective disorder, not getting
Mhm.
as much light during the day. And sometimes that brings on some depression, making sure that you're taking care of yourself because if you don't have a cup, if your cup is empty, you can't expect yourself to be able to do anything other than just take care of yourself. And that's the most important for sure.
Well, thank you so much for your time today. This has been so fascinating.
Yes, it was awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
I
Yes,
appreciate it. And thank you so much, Tiffany. And thank you guys
welcome.
for showing up today. This was awesome. We'll
Thanks,
see you next
everybody.
time.